This is Gaylord Oklahoma Memorial in Norman. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Florida Gators and the Oklahoma Sooners. Reese Davis, David Palmer, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Coach Venables told me before the game, this is a developing storyline. Early in the season, they took a risk starting a young freshman quarterback, but he has continued to shine and get better each and every week. Now, late in the season, a chance for the college football playoff is on the line. His team is playing with great energy and enthusiasm, but they have got to continue to take care of the ball and focus and perform every single game. We'll see how he's able to get off to a quick start here in the first quarter. Keep you posted from the sidelines.
Good. We got Thomas Train in the background. Okay, bring it to the crib.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So the Florida Gators offense that has the first possession of the game. And taking the field now is the uber-talented JoJo Trader, coming off a game of nearly 100 yards and a couple of scores.
Well, it stands out to you when you watch film on this offense. There's a go-to guy catching the ball, and everybody knows who it is. Nobody defensively has been able to stop them, and that's why they're on this really impressive win streak, and that's going to keep going. It's important in this game to keep moving this receiver around, get the matchups you want, but this quarterback, as the season goes on, is finding more and more confidence in his go-to guy. Excited to watch them go today.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll ride him again. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
I won't get one pick this time.
Left side is Carrion. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Second and long here. Back to pass again. Fires it incomplete. Third and long coming up. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on fourth down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. He hurls one deep down the left side. Grabbed outside the numbers. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Keeps it himself. He'll toss it. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's third and goal. Trying to pick up a first down.
What do you...
Touchdown Sooner!
Bro, when you talk about just stupid, what are you doing? Bro.
The grab and took it on in for the score. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
He's like 92 corners.
On the return, it's Abrams.
There's nothing to do with it.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Quick completion on the out route.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Go sit down.
Quarterback changing the play. Turns into the pile. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover. Good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
And the Gators come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll give it to Johnson. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Drives inside. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. 3rd down and inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
The short hands, it's Stockton.
What a ball we could run,
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Gators, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll move the wide receiver. Turns upfield. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
These read option plays are very hard to stop because you got to have enough guys in the box to play that immediate run, but also always be ready for that quarterback to take the ball and scoot out wide.
And when the quarterback operates this like a magician, it makes it even tougher.
When he can see it, read it, and just flat go, those easy plays right there. I mean, he just picks up a little bit of yardage, but he can do it again and again and again, and it's just frustrating.
He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
Chill out, brother.
The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10.
You know the play? Quarterback might know the play.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. They'll take the penalty and move them back.
Cool.
So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Finds his big tight end.
Every time I get a little motion,
picks up the first down, and he might have a little extra. That
it.
looked like it'll be roughing the passer.
I'll take it. Guys, sit down and watch the movies.
Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Second down, gonna throw it. Doesn't get it there.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
Wants to throw for it on third and goal. Touchdown, Gators! Into the end zone for 6.
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into 2. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. They've got a first down here to open the period. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
And these third downs, obviously, are so crucial. And that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man. You get the third down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing.
I gotta get off the block, bro.
Really nice pick up on that one as they get into the 36. It'll be first down. The Sooners headed quickly to the line.
And, guys, we got to see his first start, right? Like, get started into this, being a highly recruited high school kid, taking that next step. And I'll tell you what, Jesse, watching his tape over these last weeks and now getting into the middle of the season, later part of the season, he looks like he's the part. Can he carry this team to the next level, to a natty?
That's what people are talking about now, Dave, because here's the thing. Everybody knew he had the physical attributes, right? The thing that we've been really impressed with, I think, is just seeing his poise and how he's handled the pressure each and every week for a true freshman. If this keeps up, David, I think that question could get answered. I think he could take this team at least to the college football playoff. And then who knows what beyond.
And the Sooners have it with a first and goal. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's third and goal. About to have the ninth snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. Looking to the end zone on third and goal. Fires to the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. They'll send out the kicker here. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Caught on the RPO. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 24. And the Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running inside, it's West.
I think they're caught by the
Gets it out
backside
to the
DN.
27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do.
No hand signals, we got no communication.
Back to throw, it's Bailey. Unloads to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here.
And
the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Gators line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Using his feet. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Snap from the gun on third down. Slings it downfield. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. The Sooners will line up to punt it away.
Get after.
Making his first move. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Straight ahead, it's West. Sees a crease. There he goes. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Tells the play fake. Wants to throw on first down. Right side, it's Washington. Caught, and he's got room. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Nothing stupid.
Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Makes the grab. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. They'll need a bunch on second down. Snap in the shotgun. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he slides to avoid the contact and did it just at the right moment and got the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. changing the routes with his receivers. On third down, he drops to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Snap on first down, wants to throw. He's got his man across the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Gators want to pick up the tempo. Looking to pass, it's Bailey. Out wide left, it's West. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These
fans
are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You're throwing incomplete on third down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
Absolutely perfect. And guys, that field goal draws us even as we get close to halftime.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Supposed to be averaging 30 points a game.
Away first, and we'll start the second half.
That's happening in these next couple games. Bring it out.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the returner is stopped. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
Guys, I caught up with the Sooners head coach coming out of the locker room. His conversation with his team in the locker room was execute, execute, execute. He understands that here at home, sometimes the crowd is in it, sometimes they're not. He wants them to bring their own energy and to make sure they are executing on every play to start the third quarter.
Holly, thank you.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
To throw, it's Bentley. Lets it fly. Complete in the middle. Breaks into the open.
Literally on inside, man. I hate this game.
He's at the touchdown.
Literally have everyone inside.
And that one will put him up here in the second half.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Bolden finds his man on the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's West. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Fresh center downs going to the air. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted for the 11th time.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass.
Anytime
That's
I
his
throw the ball
second
over
of the
15
season.
yards,
This guy,
it's
unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Using his legs, it's Blaylock. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Fires toward the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it!
Battle back. Auto.
Bro, ain't no battle back. Which one are you on the deep third, bro?
Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he tacked on the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's West. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Hand it to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Gators want to crank the tempo.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Caught in the backfield, it's West. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
That one just came off his hand badly.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Moves the pocket. It's Bailey. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Sends it back in motion. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Caught behind the line. It's West. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. Out of the backfield, he's open. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
And, man, it's really nice when you start to have a QB that understands exactly what the situation is. Third down, like my execution, not trying to make big plays. That way, move the sticks. Get myself another set of downs. Nice job by the QB.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line.
Yeah, this fucking
nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big-bodied guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Gators! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here and they're executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to in this game.
Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Reporting from the Oklahoma sideline, there is so much excitement from these players. This has turned into somewhat of a shootout. The offenses continue to score, but I have seen some of the defensive players say, we have got to turn it up right now to see if the offense can answer again or if the defense starts to make a statement. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. To the air. It's Bentley. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Hauls it in. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Powers inside. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really, really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice third down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it third and short. Find a way to get this offense in an upward trajectory because so far this season, they've really struggled.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. The RPO got it.
I gotta see what are y'all doing on the corners, bro? For him to be that open, bro, that's a 90 rated corner.
But he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. And the Sooners go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Fresh set of downs going up top. Lost one deep down the right side. Touchdown, Sooners! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. And after that last touchdown toss, look out, Baker Mayfield record could be going down for single-game touchdown passes.
Yeah, and you think of all the great quarterbacks and the records that they put up.
So many big plays.
It's impressive. And this guy having
But I was just in zone when they scored the biggest touchdown. Nobody was back there.
Touchdowns, Palooza. What a nice day.
They'll snap.
Yeah, you just didn't see the last play. I didn't press.
Snap wants to start the drive with a pass. He's open on the right. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the
Peter
first
making
down.
every
Now
magical play every time it's third down.
Or let the time run out here in the third. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. So first down will open up the final period.
How you not gonna block the fucking...
West. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Moving the pocket, it's Bailey. Just gets rid of that one.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Perry on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Coach coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. He's going to take a shot. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Great place to start for this offense. Quick give. It's Blaylock. He's got enough. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Sooners look to do some damage in the red zone. Running the red zone. It's Blaylock. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. They're all over him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Bailey. The throw to the outside is complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The run inside.
Yeah,
it's
no
West.
one's blocking at all.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, pressure's coming. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Timed it perfectly to knock him free and forces the 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Going for it all.
You just throw the ball to
and
the fucking safety.
Interception number 3 on the day. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this center downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Hits inside, it's Blaylock. Stuffed almost in his track, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Long way to go on 2nd down. Pulls it. Now the pitch. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Picked up a few extra. Return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got.
He caught it. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. They'll run it. It's West. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. And the Gators are in the hurry-up. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Touchdown, Florida! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Timeout now called by the Gators. That's their last one. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Hey, a lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Here comes the heat. Did the work himself. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
And this offense has got to keep pumping it out. Nice job. You get the first down. Nice scramble by this QB, but you're going to put the ball in his hands over and over and over again. You got to score multiple times. This offense.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. With the win today, celebrating at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Discrepancy.
At the start of the year,